I'm here in Cardiff with Francesca and Fiona. We've just been talking about the relevance of the royal wedding coming up in a couple of days' time. People are saying it's great because it makes people feel good in the tough times, but perhaps there's another view. I mean, what are your thoughts on, what's good about the wedding coming up, or do you think there's nothing positive?
Well, my personal opinion is that the royal family is obviously a very wealthy institution, and in a time of financial hardship for most of the country, they perhaps could have been a bit more sensitive, or perhaps timed the wedding slightly later, because it really highlights sort of the gap in wealth and prestige between someone like Prince William, who's part of the royal family, and other people who are struggling financially at the moment. And I just don't think it takes into consideration how much sort of members of the general public are struggling. But what do you think?
I have a slightly different opinion. To me, it doesn't make that much of a difference to me, the royal wedding, but I don't have a particular problem with it. I think it's nice that they're celebrating that they're getting married, and I think it's a nice way for the majority of the population to forget potentially about the current financial situation and enjoy.
And a bit of escapism.
A celebration of England, though. Being in Cardiff, I probably shouldn't say that.
Well, I guess it's also, the Welsh connection and the whole sort of, getting the whole country behind it. I mean, an angle that I think is interesting is whether it makes marriage something that's perhaps cool again is the wrong phrase, but getting people to recognise that marriage is something that's different to just sort of, living together or going out with each other. Maybe that is still important to society. Do you think that even has a place in today's world?
I think it does. I mean, they're obviously in love, and they seem to make a good couple, but that's something obviously very personal to them. And people seem to get very involved as if they almost know the royal couple a bit too well. I just think they perhaps could have bucked the trend slightly and done something a bit less lavish, and sort of had sort of more of a normal, ordinary person wedding. But if someone's in love and they want to get married, I think it's still an important thing to do.
Yeah, that's good. Any last words from you, Fred, on perhaps the role of marriage and how this highlights the importance of that in our society?
Difficult question. Yeah, I think it's nice that they're getting married. I think marriage is a very important part of society, but my personal opinion is that marriage is also quite a limited institution. So I think that in some ways it should potentially highlight people that can't get married as well.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's bringing up another political aspect of it.
And many other different kinds of relationships which are also equally happy. So yeah, very well put and very good points. Thank you so much both. Appreciate it.